Hello students, hope everyone is fine and doing well. We are going to the next topic, derivatives of functions in parametric form. We already studied about implicit and explicit functions. So there are certain functions which neither implicit nor explicit. We call them as the parametric function. So like for example, x equals to a cos theta, y equals to a sin theta, you have to find dy by dx. So x is a function in terms of theta and y is also a function in terms of theta. Then I have to find dy by dx. Okay. So here it's neither implicit function nor explicit function. Yeah, neither implicit nor explicit functions. So how do we go for the derivative of such functions? So here we take dy by dx, you have to find x is given in terms of theta and y is also given in terms of theta. What I do is, if I want dy by dx value, so I can write dy upon dx, usually put some capital letters, dy upon dx. If I want this value, I can write this as here it will come dy upon d theta, dy upon d theta, and here you can write again dx upon d theta. Why I am writing dy upon d theta and dx upon d theta? It's because x is in terms of theta and y is also in terms of theta. So first x I derivative with respect to theta and y also I derivative with respect to theta. Then I'll divide dy by d theta upon dx upon d theta. So that will give me the value of dy by dx. So for this what I do is, first let me take the equation. What is given equation? X equals to cos theta, right? You have x equals to cos theta, sorry, a cos theta. Okay, x equals to a cos theta. Now differentiate with respect to theta. Differentiate with respect to theta on both sides. Okay. So when I differentiate with respect to theta on both the sides, what we get? Dx by here you have x on the LHS. If I differentiate with respect to theta, then I'll get dx upon d theta equals to a into, now derivative of cos theta is nothing but minus sin theta. Okay. So this you can, in the simplest form, you can write this as minus a sin theta. Okay, this is the value of dx by d theta. Now what is given y? Y value is given as a sin theta. Okay, so y equals to a sin theta. Okay, when I differentiate this one with respect to theta, differentiate with respect to theta on both sides. So what do you get? Dy by dx. Right? Here you will get it as dy by d theta. Dy upon d theta. Oh, sorry. Theta to copy. Dy by d theta is equals to a into derivative of sin theta. Derivative of sin theta is cos theta. Okay. Now I got dx by d theta. I got dy by d theta. What I have to divide? Dy by dx equals to dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. So let me copy this step here. equals to, now what you got, dy by d theta as a cos theta, sorry, a cos theta upon, what is by dx by d theta, you got minus a sin theta, minus a sin theta. Okay, I think this a also will be in the numerator only. Now if you want to simplify further, a will get cancelled, cos theta upon sin theta is cot theta, so you will get minus cot theta. So the answer of dy by dx is minus cot theta. Okay, these are the parametric functions where x is in terms of one variable and y is also in terms of same variable as x. So still I have to find dy by dx. Okay, so it is different from the implicit and explicit functions differentiation. Now next example I will take it as find dy by dx if x to the power 2 by 3 plus y to the power 2 by 3 equals to a to the power 2 by 3. So we have the simplest way also to solve this. First let me solve the easiest way, then I will show you the difficult way. Here differentiate with respect to x on both sides. Okay, so here the number, this is x to the power of n. Differentiation of x to the power of n is n into x to the power of n minus 1. Okay, so let me insert the equation n into x to the power of n minus 1. So here n is 2 by 3, so 2 by 3 into x to the power of, I want exponential function, x to the power of, this is x to the power 2 by 3 minus 1. Okay, this is a derivative of x with respect to theta point. Okay, next what you get, plus, now you have to differentiate y to the power of 2 by 3. The formula will remain same, 2 by 3 into y to the power y to the power of 2 by 3 minus 1 into dy by dx will come, because I am differentiating y with respect to x, so it will come dy upon dx is equals to, now a is a constant term, differentiation of constant term is going to be a 0. Okay, now next step what you can do is, anything can you take common, 2 by 3 you can take common from both the terms. After taking 2 by 3 common, let me simplify the exponent function. This is x to the power of 2 by 3 minus 1. If I take the LCM here for this numerator term, exponent term, 3 is the denominator, so you will get 2 minus 3 upon 3, that is minus 1 by 3. So here you have x to the power of minus 1 upon 3, x to the power of minus 1 by 3, then plus, similarly here also you will get y to the power of minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3, then you will get dy by dx here, multiply by dy by dx, which is equals to 0. Okay, so now what you can do is you can send this 2 by 3 to the right hand side. It will go as a division, 0 upon some number will be 0. So next step I can write here it as this x to the power of, this will remain as it is here, equals to minus, here it will come y to the power of minus 1 by 3 into dy upon dx. I brought the dy. Okay, I brought the dy by dx2 term to the right hand side. Now next further simplification you can do here is this term you can keep as it is, x to the power of minus 1 by 3 upon y to the power of minus 1 by 3 will come. Do you agree? Equals to minus dy upon dx. What I have done is this product y to the power of minus 1 by 3, I brought it to the left hand side, so it will come as a denominator. Now if you observe the term here, both are the negative terms, so you can rewrite the term. How can you rewrite the term? Just see here. This will go as a fraction. If you remember the identity of 1 upon a to the power of minus n, you can write it as a to the power of n. If the negative exponential negative term is in the denominator, and when you bring it to the numerator, it will become a positive term. So here what will come is, here y to the power of 1 by 3 upon x to the power of 1 by 3. 1 by x to the power of 1 by 3 is equals to finally minus dy upon dx. If you want this minus sign, you can bring it to the right hand side. It will become minus y to the power of 1 by 3 upon x to the power of 1 by 3. Or if you want more simplification here, you can write y by x whole to the power of 1 by 3. Okay, so this is the answer. Now see, in the textbook, how do they solve? Yeah, this is the question. X to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 is equals to a to the power of 2 by 3. So they substituted x value as a into cos cube theta and y value as a into sin cube theta. When I substitute in place of this one, x value as a cos cube theta whole to the power of 2 by 3 and y value as a sin cube theta whole to the power of 2 by 3. Now this is a power m whole power n. The formula is a to the power m into n. So this 3 and 3 will get cancelled. So you have cos square theta, and here also 3, you will get 3 into 2 by 3. 3 into 2 by 3 means 3 will get cancelled. That will be sin square theta. Okay. So that will give me, a to the power of 2 by 3. Here also a to the power of 2 by 3. If I take common, finally you got a to the power of 2 by 3 cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is a to the power of 2 by 3. That means whatever I substituted, that is correct. So just this process is for cross checking. Now dx by d theta, I'll find x as I have taken as a cos cube theta, right? So dx by d theta is a into, this is cos cube theta. This, if I differentiate cos cube theta, it will come as 3 into cos square theta into derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. So finally dx by d theta will come as this one. Y you have taken as a sin cube theta. So if I differentiate sin cube theta, it will come, a will remain as it is, 3 into sin square theta into derivative of sin theta is cos theta. So 3a sin square theta cos theta. As you want dy by d theta, so divide dy by dx if you want. Divide dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Here everything will get cancelled. So here you have minus y by x whole to the power of 1 by 3. This is cube root. If it is a square root, I'll write as a 1 by 2. If it is a cube root, I'll write as to the power 1 by 3. So whatever the method you solve, the answer is going to be same only. You can use any method to solve it. I think this one is the easiest way to solve. But certain questions need the substitution, that you have to realize which question I have to substitute. Now next is, now I am going to start the exercise 5.6. There are around 11 questions. 3 questions we will solve and a few questions you try yourself. Okay. Like first question I have taken here, x equals to 2a t square. So if I differentiate with respect to t, I'll get dx upon dt equals to 2a is a constant. Differentiation of t square is 2t. So finally it is going to be 4at. Okay, because t square is 2t. 2a into 2t will be 4at. Now similarly, dy upon dt is equals to, now a is a constant, t to the power of 4. Differentiation of t to the power of 4 is 4 into t cube. So it will be 4a t cube will come, 4a t to the power of 3. Now as we want dy by dx, dy upon dx is equals to, according to the formula, what you will get here, this will be again a fraction, it will come dy upon dt upon dx upon dt, okay, which equals to, now what you got, dy by dt value, is 4at cube, and here it is 4at. So after all the term, 4a will get cancelled. In t cube, in the numerator, denominator is t, 1t will get cancelled. So I left with the answer as t square. Okay, easy to solve. Okay. Next question directly from 7th question I am solving. Second question you have here is a cos theta, b cos theta. So if I differentiate second question with respect to x, I'll get minus dx by d theta equals to minus a sin theta, dy by d theta equals to minus b sin theta. Differentiation of cos theta is minus sin theta. So when I find dy by dx, I think I'll get it as b upon a. Okay, that is very easy. Now third question is x equals to sin theta, so dx by dt equals to cos t will come, and dy by dt is derivative of cos 2t is minus sin 2t into derivative of 2t is 2. So dy by dt will come minus 2 sin 2 theta, 2t. Then this is also you can differentiate easily. Dx by dt will come as 4. Dy by dt will come as minus 4 upon t square, because differentiation of 1 by t is minus 1 by t square. Differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Okay, the same formula I applied here. Now this is x is cos theta minus cos 2 theta. So if I differentiate x with respect to theta, dx by d theta will come. Dx by d theta means minus sin theta. If you want, let me solve this fifth question. Print screen. Just let me crop the picture. Fifth one, right? I thought you can solve that. Okay, now what you want to find, I am writing the steps directly. You want to find first dx upon d theta will come, right? Where is theta here? Dx upon d theta equals to, so first derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta minus, now let me put the bracket here, okay? Derivative of cos 2 theta. Derivative of cos 2 theta is minus sin 2 theta into derivative of 2 theta is 2. Okay, that you have to be careful. Derivative of 2 theta. Generally students will forget the chain rule sometimes. Now similarly dy by d theta you want dy upon d theta is equals to, now derivative of first sin theta is going to be cos theta, derivative of sin theta is cos theta minus derivative of sin 2 theta will be cos 2 theta into derivative of 2 theta is going to be 2. Okay, so next step what will come, if I simplify this one, dx by d theta will come as dx by d theta equals to, if I simplify what you get, minus sin theta, oh sorry, minus sin theta, let me copy the theta, yeah, minus sin theta, here minus into minus will be plus, you'll get 2 sin 2 theta. Okay, this is dy by dx, sorry, dx by d theta. Next I'll get it as dy upon d theta equals to, if I simplify here, you're going to get cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta. So next step you want dy by dx, final answer. So final answer is dy upon dx equals to, so here I'll put the answer directly instead of writing each and every time. You'll get here dy by d theta, which is cos theta minus 2 cos square theta, and here you will get minus sin theta plus 2 sin theta, or 2 sin theta minus theta you can put it. Okay, if you want you can further simplify this one. Cos 2 theta formula is 1 minus 2 cos square theta. No, I think you can leave the answer here itself. Okay, I'll move to the 7th question. I think 6th one also you can solve it easily, and that much difficult. Dx by d theta is 1 minus cos theta will come, and dy by d theta is, I mean here a into 1 minus cos theta will come. Dy by d theta is, derivative of 1 is 0, so it will come minus a sin theta, dy by d theta. Then simplify. 7th question it will go a little bit bigger. Let me solve it now. Okay, so here x is in terms of t, so that means I have to differentiate with respect to t. Dx upon dt is equals to, this is in the form of u by v. Okay, so differentiation of u by v is v derivative of u. V means here I'll get cos 2t, cos 2t, v into derivative of, sorry I have to come out of the room, into derivative of v. So let me write here d upon dx, derivative of what you have here, sin cube theta, sin cube t. So here you will get sin cube t. Okay, v derivative of u minus, okay, minus u into derivative of v, u into if you want you can insert the multiplication symbol, u into derivative of, okay, here also I think dt will come, not dx, derivative of v, right? Derivative of v means this will come, derivative of under root cos 2t upon v square. Okay, that is the formula, right? Upon control v square means 2 will come. Okay, according to the UV formula, I'm going to get this step. V derivative of U minus U derivative of V equals to. Now let me see the fraction, how the differentiations will go on. First, this term will remain as it is, multiply by, now derivative of sine cube t. Derivative of sine cube t is 3 into sine square t into derivative of sine t is going to be cos t. Understood? X to derivative of something x to the power of n theta cube. Derivative of theta cube is 3 into theta square. So 3 into theta square into derivative of theta. Derivative of sine is cos. Okay. Minus this sine cube t will remain as it is, multiply by derivative of root x. Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Derivative of root theta is 1 upon 2 derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x into derivative of theta. Derivative of cos 2 theta is minus sine 2t, again into, why second time I am putting into derivative of 2t. Derivative of 2t is t. Is the steps are clear? Okay, derivative of root x, root theta I have to do. Okay, derivative of root theta is 1 by 2 root theta. Root theta derivative is 1 by 2 root theta into derivative of theta. Derivative of theta means derivative of cos 2t is minus sine 2t into derivative of 2t is 2. So multiple things I am using here. Okay. Now this is under root denominator. If you see, under root cos root t whole square. So here what happens is root and square will get cancelled. So I left with cos 2t only. Hope this method is this step is clear till now. So next step it is going to be dx by dt is equals to. Now what are the things are left out? So here this 3 cos. So let me. Here I have to insert the fraction also, by the way. Okay. This will remain same, and this root, this also will remain same. No change here. Okay. Minus. Here minus will be there or plus will come. I think plus will come because here you have 1 minus sign, multiply with this minus sign, so minus into minus is going to be plus. Now let me insert the fraction here. In the numerator you are going to get 2 sine cube theta, sine cube t, sine cube t, and here you will get sine 2t, sine 2t. Now denominator you are going to get twice. Okay, this denominator you are going to get, and here you have cos 2t as it is. Just I am arranging the terms in the proper way. Now what you can do is, here if you observe here, this is something plus a fraction. So numerator itself I can take a LCM. So the same term you can write here in the numerator as this upon 1. If nothing is there, then the denominator will be 1 only. Okay, let's increase the font size so that you can see it clearly. So then you have dx by dt equals to, see, I am still solving dx by dt only. Dx by dt equals to here, then here again one more fraction will come. See, here this cos 2t will remain as it is. I'll keep cos 2t here as it is. Okay, no change. Now here for the numerator, only this much, the selected portion, LCM is going to be 2 root cos 2t. So this is the LCM. After taking the LCM, now what happens is this denominator will multiply with this numerator. Okay, so for that reason what I keep is these terms will remain same. Okay, into, see, this is root x, this is 2 root x. If I keep 2 aside, root x into root x will be x only. So here what I am going to get is 2 times cos 2t. Root x into root x is t only. Okay, so that's the logic I am using here. Plus this numerator term is going to remain as it is. Okay, hope this step is clear. This root cos 2t is multiplying with root cos 2t, so it is going to be just cos 2t only. Next step, what it is going to change, this dx by dt equals to, now this let me insert the fraction here. In the numerator, anything we can take common, 2 sin 2t, 6 cos 2t. Yeah, I think a numerator, let me keep it as it is. Or if you can take anything common, I think sin cube t is there in, let it be numerator as it is, no need to be. In the denominator, what you are getting, this denominator also will come to denominator only. Is multiplying with, sorry. Here I have to multiply actually. Multiply with cos 2. Now finally what I am going to do here is final dx by dt term equals to, let me insert the fraction. If you can take anything common, you can take, or if you don't want to take, I think I'll take common. Let me see what you get. 2 will get common because 2 is here. After plus also 2 is there. Here you have sin square t. Here it is sin cube t. That means you can take this sin square t common from both the terms. 2 sin square t will get common. After taking that common, what are the things are left out? Here 3 will be left out. Here cos t will be left out. Cos t will be left out. Then cos 2t will also be left out. Cos 2t also will be left out. Plus here 2 is taken out. Sin square means 1 sin will be left out. Sin t into sin 2t upon 2 into, this is something x into, or if you want keep as it is, no need to simplify. Okay, so this is what you get it. If you want further simplification, maybe 2 will get cancelled, rest all the terms will remain as is. Okay, so finally we got dx by dt. See how lengthy it is. Now I want to find dy by dt. So what I do here is, I'll write dy by dt as it is from the solution set. You do in the homework how to find dy by dt. like how we found dx by dt, the same way I am going to get it dy by dt. Okay, so how we are going to get dy by dt is I'll show you. So this is going to be dx by dy by dt, where we have dy by dt. This one sin t into cos square t. Here we have sin t into cos square t. I am writing the final answer, okay? I am leaving you as a homework to do that. Sin t into cos square t, sin t into cos square t, 2 cos square t minus 3 cos 2t. 2 cos square t, 2 cos square t, 2 cos square t minus 3 cos 2t, 3 cos 2t upon the denominator will come this much. The same denominator will come for both the terms. Okay. So now next step what we are going to solve is dy by dx. Insert the equation you want. Now finally dy by dx is equals to dy by dt upon dx by dt. So dy by dt is this term. Put here dy by dt is this term, and dx by dt is this is the one which we got it. Okay. Now if you observe both the terms, both the denominators are same. So both the denominators will get cancelled. So numerators are left out. This term will be upon this term will come. Okay, both the denominators after getting cancelled. So this is what the term which you left out. Okay. Now see, next step, you have equation dy upon dx is equals to, now look at these terms, if any cancellations are there, okay, just give me a second, dx by dt, what you got it, sin square cos t. I think dx by dt, let's cross check if anything is missing out. 1 by 2 root x, just a minute, root x derivative is 1 by 2 into x to the power of minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 root x. Just let me check dx by d theta, where we have done the mistake, if any. This angle 60 cos t. Just hold on, somewhere we made a mistake. We have done or they have done? Yeah, I think they have done the mistake here. Our calculations are right. Sorry for the delay. Yeah, we have done it correctly. Now, see any cancellations. One sin t will get cancelled. Okay. This 2 also will not be there because here 2 also will get cancelled. One sin t will get cancelled. Then what you left out is, let me write here, sin t get cancelled here. Let me insert the fraction. If you observe here, this is sine t, here it is sine square t, so one sine t will get cancelled. If one sine t is getting cancelled, just you left out with this term. Sorry, control C, control V. Okay, even in the denominator also only one sine t will be left out. Can you take anything common in the denominator? Cos t is not getting cancelled. So here you left with sine t, then multiply with this term. Control V. So now you can think if any further simplification can be possible, then simplify or else leave the answer here itself. Okay. Just check it out if any further simplification you can do, or we may leave the answer here itself. Okay. So this is what the questions. There will be 4 or 6 mark questions which you have to solve it. Now similarly, if I go to question number 8, I think you can solve it easily only. Dx by dt will come. Dx by dt is minus sin t, because derivative of sin t is minus sin t, plus log theta. Log theta differentiation is 1 by theta, that is 1 upon tan t by 2 into derivative of theta. Derivative of theta is derivative of tan t by 2. Derivative of tan y is sec square y. I mean, if I take some n, t by 2 s, derivative of tan t by 2 is sec square t by 2 into derivative of t by 2. Derivative of t by 2 is 1 by 2, because derivative of t is 1, so it will come as 1 by 2. And similarly, derivative of dy by dt is a cos t. Then derive or divide dy by dt upon dx by dt. You can solve it easily. Is there any questions left out? Yeah, 11th question is left out. We have to show that answer as minus y by given, means here answer is also given. So what you can do is, let me insert the equation. So I am to differentiate with before I differentiate, let me rewrite the term here. Insert equation. Charlotte equation is only there. So this you can put it as bracket. Even here also one more exponent will come. This will come a to the power sine inverse. Sine inverse t, a to the power of sine inverse t, whole to the power of 1 by 2. This root I have written as 1 by 2. Okay. So differentiate. Should I show you the solution directly instead of? Okay. So yeah. Next step, yeah, here itself let me write this one. Equals to, this is, for example, if I take a to the power of m whole to the power of n, what is the identity for that one? A to the power of m whole to the power of n is going to be a to the power of m into n. So here a will remain as it is. So it will come as 1 by 2 into sine square t. Sine inverse t. Okay, now this is a to the power of theta. If anyone remember the difference, a to the power of theta formula, derivative of a power x is a power x log a. Okay, so now I will write dx by dt is equals to a power x. A power theta differentiation is a power theta into log a. So here it will come a power theta into log a. Now here derivative of d by dt of, because in place of a power x theta, I have theta as this one, derivative of theta will come. Okay, so just chain rule I am combining here, which is equals to, then if I differentiate again, I'll get dx by dt is equals to log a multiply with this term again multiply with, now differentiation of this 1 by 2 will come outside, derivative of into derivative of sine inverse t is, anyone remember, derivative of sine inverse x 1 by under root 1 minus x square, so it will come as 1 minus t square. See the formulas, how you have to remember the formulas. Okay, it is your headache, how do you remember the formula? So I got dx by dt. Now I want similarly y value also. So if I want y value, let me insert the equation. What is given? Y equals to under root a, I have to exponential, right? A to the power base is a and to the power is cos inverse t. Okay, this is what they have given in the question. So this you can write it as exponential whole to the power of 1 by 2. That is a to the power, again one more exponential term, and let me put this as this here, and to the power 1 by 2. The same process I am doing as we did in the previous example. Now this is a power m whole to the power of n, that you can write as a to the power of m into n. So this is comes a to the power of 1 by 2 into cos inverse t. Cos inverse t. Okay. Now y is simplified. You have to find dy by dt. It will come dy upon dt is equals to, now a to the power of theta, a differentiation of a to the power of theta is a to the power of theta into log a into derivative of theta. A to the power of theta into log a into d upon dt derivative of half cos inverse t, because this is the theta which we assume. Okay, so this comes here. Now further simplification if I do, up to this step it will come same as it is, no change. Multiply by derivative of 1 by 2 will come constant, so it will come derivative of cos inverse t is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus t square. This is under root term, so it will come 1 minus t square. So it will come as t square. Okay, so I got dy by dt, I got dx by dt. So finally you have to find dy upon dx equals to, so I am skipping the step dy by dt upon dx by dt. So you can substitute them directly here. So you can copy this term, control C, this will come as control V, and dx by dt you got it as this way. Then you can substitute this one here. Now see any cancellations you get. Do you have any cancellations when I solve dy by dx? Okay, let me see if any cancellations there or not. Log A here. This is also log A. Both will get cancelled. And here 1 upon 2 root 1 minus t square. Here also 1 upon 2 root 1 minus t square. That also will get cancelled. Now only you left out here is numerator minus will be left out. This will left out as control V, and here you left out with this term. Okay, this is what you left out here. Now if you observe, let me insert the fraction again. Fraction, or if you want to put minus sign here, no problem. A 1 by 2 cos inverse t. See here, A 1 by 2 cos inverse t, which is nothing but y. Okay, so numerator will get as y. Denominator you have is A 1 by 2 sin inverse t. See here, A 1 by 2 sin inverse t, which is nothing but x. Okay, minus y by x. So what you got? Dy by dx equals to minus 1 by x. I think that is the question to prove, right? Prove that dy by dx equals to, dy by dx equals to minus y by x. Okay, so we have done it. So complete 5.6 exercise also, then submit in the Google Classroom. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.